Hi everyone. I'd like to welcome you to MAT 1033 Online. This is Mrs. Hasenauer. It's fine to call me Mrs. H, and I will be your professor to lead you through this course. My screen says student preview just so that it will look like your screen. Your screen won't say that. This is what your home page will look like once you're in Blackboard and into our course. This page will be very important for you. A lot of times I will put announcements here. I will also have them send out through college email, but please check this page every day. When you log into your course, just glance at it. Also, course messages is here. This is a very important thing, and it keeps email messages right inside our course. No chance for a virus or anything like that. And as soon as I log into my courses, I can see that I have course messages. So it's a little bit faster for me to find your messages here than going through email. Right, so when you log in the course and you've looked at these, when you first start out the course, you need to start with the Start Here menu. So click on that on the left toolbar. And this gives you a list of items that you need to do. You're going to read your syllabus from the left toolbar. You're going to review the schedule of activities. I would suggest that you print this or save it on your desktop. Read your instructor information. Right, then you're going to post your self-introduction, and it is right down here. So this is where you'll post just 2 or 3 sentences that describe you. Right. Number 5, take the Start Here quiz. This is information about Blackboard. And so you will need to make 70% on that before your content will turn on. You can take it more than once if you need to. Right. Number 6, view the MyMathLab Quick Start information. That is on your left toolbar. And then you're going to set up your MyMathLab account through the Pearson link right under that MyMathLab Quick Start on the left toolbar. Right, so let's go to some of these items. So number 1, the syllabus, and we'll have a look at it. Just information about me. My office is in Sebastian on that campus in the old historic building there. I do not have a phone number yet. I just moved into this office. I will let you know as soon as I get one. This is my college email. For your textbook, this is the information. The software is required. I want to caution you not to buy this textbook through Amazon and not get a software code. You need the access code. You don't have to have the textbook. It will have an ebook built in, but you do need the MyMathLab. Make sure it's MyMathLab, not MathExcel software code. You can buy a package with both at the bookstore. You can buy just a code, or if you're going to pay with a credit card, you can purchase your code online through the Pearson link. You will also be allowed a 14-day free trial through the Pearson link. So everybody can set up their account, and then it will just convert when you have your access code if you don't have it already. Right? Just basic course description, learning objectives, your preparedness. It will take you a minimum of 12 hours a week, probably more. For every lesson, you need to do something to learn the material. I'm suggesting a video. I will have some videos I created, and there's some videos in the MyMathLab. Then you will go to the MyMathLab and do the homework. So you'll have homework and quizzes. This is how you learn the material. Right, for your grades. It's a basic 10-point scale. You need to get at least a C or higher. And for your materials, if this is an internet course, you need a computer and you need access to the internet. Make sure you have those. All your tests will be completed at an IRSC testing center. If you are out of the area, you can work with our assessment center department and set up something at a different facility. And you can check with Mr. Daniello about that. What I do plan to do, because this would give us 5 times that you would have to come to the testing center for your test 4, I am going to set it up and allow you to do it at home so that you will only have to come to the testing center 4 times instead of 5. Everyone will have to come to a testing center for the other times, but test number 4, because it's close to the final exam, I am going to set it up at home for you. Right. I will substitute if you miss a test, or if it's just your lowest test, if your final exam is higher, I will substitute it for a lowest test. Right. Your MyMathLab. You will have homework to complete, and you will have quizzes in MyMathLab. These are a significant portion of your grade. For the homeworks and the quizzes, I will set the due date right before the first test, or right before each test material. So you will need to have that homework and quizzes completed before you go take that test. As you move through the MyMathLab, you are not able to open the quizzes until you complete each homework with 65% or higher. 65% to me is not enough. I think you need 80% or higher, but this is preset by our department. I would shoot for the higher. Your percentage is going to count as a grade, so I would go for the highest, and I don't think you know enough at 65%. Right. You do have to have that much, though, before your quizzes will turn on. So be cautious with those quiz dates, and don't let it go too far. You can't do all of that work the night before it's due. Right. You need to do it each week. Right. You will have some points for participation. Basically, just make sure you're logging in and you're doing your MyMathLab, staying on track. And also make sure you're logging in through Blackboard. Your withdrawal, if you're going to withdraw from the course, is October the 30th. And you can read through this at your leisure. Scientific calculator will prove beneficial. You cannot use any other kind of electronics in the testing center, so you should not use them as you go. Please don't use any of the special programs. I know PhotoMath, Mathway, some of those will help you do the problems, but you can't have those on a test. So don't use them for your homework. If you want to use a graphing calculator, it's okay with me, but you cannot have one that does algebra. I would say a TI-83 Plus is okay. But not the others. If it does any algebra like the TI-92, TI-89, then we cannot have those. Right. No cheating. Here are some extra resources for you. Student disabilities, if that applies to you, that's the information. And just some other things there. If you have issues in the course, please talk to me first. Otherwise, that's my dean and vice president. And then last here I have Academic Support Center. The hours that they're open, you are allowed to use any of those. So please do so if it fits your schedule and your life. Tutors are good there for help. Also here is your assessment center locations and the times that they're open. Keep in mind that the assessment center closes early on Friday afternoons, and you have to be finished before their closing time. They will kick you out. Right, so that's our syllabus. Let's go back into Blackboard. And the next thing it said to do was look at the schedule of activities. And this is what you should print out. Right, I tried to put suggested dates on the left-hand side of when you should work on things so that you could stay on track. You can shift these slightly to the left or to the right, whatever works for you. What you cannot shift is this test date. I left 3 days in there for testing, and some of these cross the weekend, but you will have 3 business days to take the test. You have to have it completed by the last one. So plan according to your schedule there. I did set a due date in the software, which you will see, and I probably set it for the 19th. You really should finish all of this by the 15th. For these test reviews, I didn't write this down anywhere, but if you do these and you get 90% or higher, I will add 5 points to your test. Right, and so you have your plan there. The quizzes, make sure that you complete them by the due date. If you work on any homework after the due date, which will be like at this test date, that's when all this homework is going to be due, it's a 30% penalty if you work on it after that. Okay. All right, so print this sheet out so you can keep on track. Really go by these dates on this side to try to work on it, but shift it slightly for whatever works best for you. Right, information about me. We've already talked about me, but that is over here, and I will fill in office hours and a phone number when I get those. But I do log in at least a couple times a day, usually more than that. So if you leave messages for me, course message or college email, I will get back to you as soon as possible. Right, then you're going to post your self-introduction on the discussion board below. Do your Start Here quiz, which is right below that. And at that point, your content will open. Your content is on the left toolbar. And in Module 0, you have review problems for your diagnostics. You have to take a diagnostic test in this class. This will be on your own. It will not be at an assessment center. This is a review for it. Go through this. Answers are at the end. When you feel comfortable with it, take your diagnostic, but we want it to be within the first 2 or 3 days. Also, there are some other resources here. Review materials. I have a website of a lot of videos. These are reviews for tests in the previous course, 0028. If you don't have a lot of time but you want to review some, maybe do the final exam multiple choice review. This is the problems, and these are videos to match. Right, so when you have completed this diagnostic review, you will be ready to take your diagnostic exam. So you're going to go in the Pearson tab at that point. And I'm not going to be able to set up an account because I have an account. Right, and it's already showing that it's set up. For you, you will not need a course ID. It will understand automatically what your course is. This one is already set up, and when you go in, you will have, after you're set up, you will have 2 ways to go through MyMathLab. The first one is the one you will use probably most of the time. And this is how to enter your answers if you haven't worked on MyMathLab before. This is your diagnostic. It has 90 minutes, and so keep in mind when you start it, make sure you have time to finish it. Then this will be your video for your homework 1. You can click on it. More than one video. These are short. They run through YouTube. All right, and she talks as she works the problems. For your first module, your module 1, I also have videos that I created. If you would rather use those videos, they are very specific to our course. Please feel free to use those. I did not have time to make one for every module yet. I'll make as many as I can. If you do those, then you can skip these and go right into the homeworks. But you'll need to do the homeworks. The videos I left open all the time. So you can see those. And the other way into MyMathLab is how you get to the EText. So let me just show you that real quick. And then on the side, and you're supposed to allow pop-ups. To get to all your resources, hit Multimedia Library. And you can go straight to EText here, or if you click Select All and Find Now, it will pull up all your resources, and it will get to your lecture videos here. Here is your multimedia text. It will pull up an actual section of the textbook. I wanted you to look at this under Multimedia Library because these chapter test prep videos are also very good. It works through the review from the textbook and it has videos to match. I also have some that I did for you. All right, so this is your second tab in the MyMathLab. If you're just going through it and you don't need the EText, I would use the first one. If you need the EText or other resources, use the second one. Right, so that is your MyMathLab where most of your work will happen. Let's look in your content folders just a minute. So Module 0 just has your diagnostic in it. Module 1, all right, so these are in Blackboard, not in your MyMathLab. You have two places you're going to work. Blackboard over here on the left toolbar and MyMathLab. Right, in Blackboard, right, Module 1, I have put up a note template, and for this module, I have videos for every single problem. If you want to print these out, you can, or you can just look through. This is what I'm going to work through. These are the same notes I would do in class, and you can see kinds of problems there. There are 8 pages of that if you have a printer and want to print it out. Let's get back, and here I have the videos that match. So if you print it, then you can watch the videos. I have more than one kind of video in here. The first videos above this extra videos, these are the ones that match the note template. Right, and these are also YouTube, but they are going to be me.
Look at linear equations in one variable.
And I'll work through those problems with your steps. This is also videos done by me, and it gives you more. And I just said pick videos 14 through 19. Right, if you're not good at solving linear equations, you're going to have to work really hard to be up to speed to be in this course. But I have some resources out there for you. Right. Usually you can go through the breadcrumbs. You're not supposed to do what I just did. I took us all the way out. So you won't have all these classes. Those are my classes. And we'll go back in. Okay. We were in Module 1. Your note template and your videos there. And inside each one, some that I did, and then there's some extra ones. So some that match the template and some that do not. But you have videos for all of the problems in that section. Module 2, I have not done the videos that match your template yet. I went ahead and put the templates. I did have plans to do all those videos. I just did not get them created in time. When you look under videos, there is nothing. Right? but those would be just the ones that match the note template. This section has graphing in it, and I have tons of graphing videos that I have made, and also your chapter 5 and 6. I would say just go ahead and use these. So your rectangular coordinate system, your graphing lines by point plotting, intercepts, graphing special lines, and then there will be plenty with slope. I will try to make you a video for 3.2. I do not have one in there for that section. Right, so you have videos here to help you learn the material, or you have the videos by the author under the Pearson link. Your choice, but watch a video before you try to do the homework. One other thing I wanted to be sure to point out here, there is a review inside of MyMathLab, the one I offered the 5 points for. But also I have reviews for each test, and I do have videos to match those that I created. So your review for test 1, it's in module 2. Here is the review. You can print it out. You should print it out, try it yourself. You have answers at the end. Right. And then use the videos for any that you missed. And I tried to set them up not too many on a link so it wouldn't be too hard to find. So if you missed, say, problem 25, you would go on this video. That way you don't have to watch everything. Okay. So I do have reviews for each of your tests. I didn't do one for the final yet. There's a paper review in there, and we'll see if we think you need one at that point. Right. Smart Thinking. This is a free tutoring site for you. Feel free to explore that. And that's all that I can think of that I need to tell you right now. You know, keep in touch with me. Let me know how you're doing, if you have questions. So, back to your Start Here quiz. Start Here tab. Right, here's your list of things to start. There's syllabus, tentative schedule, instructor information. You're going to do this, your introduction, your Start Here quiz. Then you're going to set up your MyMathLab. Go through the Pearson link on the left toolbar. Best of luck to you. Keep in touch and let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out.